going on, everybody? Welcome to the next iteration. I used a big word. Of the Sincast. I'm your host, Josh. Right next to me, to my right, we have the one, the only Nick. How you doing?
That's me. Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey.
Across from me, we have Alex.
Hi.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hey.
There you go. And to my left, we have JR.
Oh, hello.
Big loser.
So let's get the party started. Nick, what you been up to?
Oh man, I've been jumping around between a couple games. I've been playing Lawbreakers with these guys here.
Who's these guys? Me?
Josh and Junior and Alex. And I've been having some fun with it. It's giving me a little bit of that Unreal Tournament itch I've been looking to scratch, so that's good. I think it'll do until the next Unreal Tournament comes out, or Quake actually.
Well, Quake, it's actually looking like it's just on the computer, which Josh killed my dreams the other night when I found that out. Like, I think that'd be it runs so smooth and it's so well optimized. It'd be a perfect game for the PS4. I think
it might come.
Well, I don't know about Xbox. I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know either.
But maybe they're working on it.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
But I'm probably gonna have to buy that on the computer and play it.
I agree with that. That's a game that I would probably actually jump back on computer for.
I don't know if the beta's going on or not.
There's not really there's like an alpha. They're having some type of closed test, and they're also running competitive. They're allowing competitive players to play, and these guys are freaking insane. I don't know if you've seen any footage on it.
Yeah.
I was on Twitch the other day, and I was like, I'll never be as good as this. But I'll still have fun.
That's the old school people coming back for it.
Yeah. It's seriously the most skill-based game probably going to be released on the market.
Yeah.
Easily.
BJ Blazkowicz is who I play as. I love that guy.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that. He's in that. Yeah. That's awesome.
They have some really cool characters. I do miss Unreal Tournament, though. Just for the sheer fun.
Agreed with that.
Gravity boots and...
Back in the day, man.
Back in the day, if only.
Anything
else, sir?
I've also been dabbling in Brawlhalla with these guys as well.
Oh man, what a
played her for a double
My
match.
thumbs almost fell off about 10 times now.
I'll admit, like you guys know I play a lot of fighting games, and even this game makes my thumbs hurt because I was explaining it to Alex. Like when it's Guilty Gear, I have a lot more confidence in my play, so I don't really push down as hard.
As much.
Exactly, because I know I'm in control of the match for the most part. When it comes to Brawlhalla, there's a lot of tension there, and I'm like really pushing down on the buttons, and I started realizing my thumb started hurting, and it was very
arthritis.
Yeah, I hope not.
We're all gonna have.
No, it's more like that.
It's like the tip of your thumb.
Yeah. It's like it gets kind of raw a little bit because you're pushing down on it so hard. But maybe arthritis too. We'll see.
I think that's one of the first games I actually really first fighting games I actually got really into. And I got so close to beating this guy so many times, and I was so proud of myself.
He did actually beat me.
He's the fighter. He's the fighter.
Nick always wins.
You should have seen us in double matches, though. There were some people that were literally destroying him. Like Like there was always the one guy that was playing with the other guy at doubles that I could compete with, but then I'd see Nick over there getting his butt kicked, and I'm like, I don't want to fight that guy.
Yeah.
I'm like, Alex, you are alone. I just died.
Yep.
And you have also been getting heavy into Vampire Hunter D, yes?
Yes. I've known what it was for a long time. I watched both movies. Really good. Oh, yeah. Really good.
Yeah.
Now I'm looking into reading the books,
Books.
I honestly never was really interested in reading books, but this one seems like a series worth getting into.
It's D, yeah.
D.
It's D. And My Hero Academia and a bunch of other animes we've both been watching. Good stuff, man. Alex.
What's up?
I know what you've been playing.
Everything.
What you been playing?
I've been playing some Hellblade, which is one of the better games I've played so far. Definitely up there with Horizon Zero Dawn.
Reviews should be coming soon.
Yeah, reviews probably gonna be done this weekend. Lawbreakers, which I'm not enjoying as much as I thought I would. They got some issues that I'm sure will be sorted out in the future. But well, that'll be on my review too. And yeah, I'm playing Albion Online. I'm hating it, so that'll be out soon too. And
Yeah. Slow game, slow.
oh god, yes, the combat is atrocious, but it's supposed to be about the sandbox type of feel. Maybe I'm not a sandbox player, I don't know, but I prefer enticing combat over anything, and it's pretty.
It's pretty simulated.
Yeah, you can go around chopping around trees and stuff, and eventually you're going to build your own base and start trade routes and stuff like that. And people are going to sabotage your trade routes, and you're going to go to their base and kill their family and burn their house down.
Trolls.
Yeah, it's a troll. I hate troll games, but
isn't that most like survival games nowadays, like
Yeah.
Battlegrounds?
Like
yeah, like they
What
just
was the
do
one
it
you
just
guys
for
got
the
on?
lulz.
Yeah.
Arc.
For the YouTube views or whatever.
Ark's big.
That's why I can't take those games seriously. If they're fun at first, like if you have your own
Yeah.
private server or something,
playing with friends.
playing with friends, but yeah, people like to ruin days.
Well, because you
So.
get the people that never leave the game, and then
Yeah,
And I mean, it's going to be like that with a lot of games, unfortunately.
yeah. Well, survival games mostly when it comes down to people are such scumbags, and it's.
Yeah.
I know it's just a video game, but it's a reflection of who they are really as a person. You know, they'll be quiet
Yep.
right up until they get powerful enough with a big group of people, then they'll start picking on people just because they think they're tougher. Like I just picture like a guy in his chair, just fucking like looking like the Blob, just like, yeah, I still hit now. I'm so good.
You want to know who your
Hey,
friends
Mom!
are? Play Ark.
Mom, I just kill a guy and he couldn't do nothing about it. Okay, honey, you want some brownies? No, it's gonna make me fat.
Mama
But,
poop bucket.
Eats them anyway.
Yeah, eats them anyway. Yeah, and then I'm, I got Uncharted coming up at the end of the month too. It's,
yeah.
like when I first saw it, like I'm not really too excited about it. I don't know if I am or not. When I first saw it, I thought it was just going to be an expansion.
Yeah.
It's an actual standalone game, open world
Yeah,
game. They're
seems a
going
little weird.
to explore a different path and see if they can use the Uncharted name to.
Oh,
I don't know who's working on this project because
it's still
Naughty
them.
Dog. It's Naughty Dog.
Yeah,
did they have like a separate team of like females working on the female version of the game? Because like Uncharted was not released not that long ago, and they're still pushing out DLCs for it, or they were anyways.
Yeah, I don't think they are anymore.
So they made this game pretty quickly. I don't know if they just used the same model and then said, okay, we're gonna go.
Well, I don't know
with
how
it.
long it's been in development. Maybe they started it and had plans for it.
Yeah, like they had a
started
separate team
Uncharted 4, yeah.
working on Uncharted 4.
Maybe. Yeah.
I'm sure
Who
they
knows?
probably started working on it shortly after they decided that they were going to be ending Nathan Drake's story.
Yep.
So
Well, they kind of dabbled in Uncharted 4, like open world type of feel. You got to some of the later areas, you can actually go and explore caves, and I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
But I don't really know how it'll work because literally there's like Uncharted got its success being a linear game where it's telling you where to go and it created a cinematic
Yeah.
experience. This is literally no direction. You know, you have your main quest line, but you can go and do anything.
Right.
So it's got the sandboxy explorer open world feel.
It feels weird.
Yeah, it feels different.
Yeah.
So I have a feeling it's going to end up being repetitive
Ah.
because it is their first venture. But it'll probably be pretty fun at first. And
they
then,
got a good world to work with too.
yeah, the explorative, like finding artifacts will
Yeah.
probably Uncharted fans will like.
I wasn't a huge fan of Chloe in the Uncharted games. Like,
Yeah,
just never
I wasn't
clicked
I
either.
was
with me.
kind of meh on her.
Yeah,
And
so,
she's the main in
yeah,
this one.
they're trying to make her the new character they're going to
Yeah.
follow from now on. And I was just like, nah, I'm not
I don't know
really.
if they're gonna do it from now on.
That's what I read.
I
I
wanna-
read something
yeah.
about that. Yeah, I was like, really?
Somebody,
Why?
I was reading somewhere, somebody posted like, "Oh, what about Nathan Drake's daughter?" Like, because she's super curious, like they are.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know, at the end of the Uncharted 4, she was going around looking at their stuff and finds out they're treasure hunters. And
I could have latched on.
And then,
to
you
that.
know,
good
she gets into
inspiration.
trouble, and old man Nathan Drake has to come out of nowhere and kick some ass. That'd be cool.
I would.
And then Joel comes out of
Oh,
nowhere.
Yeah.
A whole revamped story, except with his daughter.
That would be
That'd be
super
nice.
cool.
That'd be
That'd be
cool. A
cool.
new series adding on to it still.
Yep.
Uncharted the Daughter Chronicles.
And it's still possible too. Like,
Oh yeah, for
if,
sure.
if
I'm
the
sure they'll
Chloe
do
thing
it.
doesn't work out, and
Well,
they-
even if they choose Chloe as the main person, they'll probably bring in
The
the
daughter
other
working
characters,
in the story.
daughters, yeah, maybe teaching her and stuff like that. I
Yeah.
can see it.
Sully will be in a wheelchair the whole time.
Yeah.
You need to play Wolfenstein 2 then.
Oh, we were talking about the wheelchair
The
gameplay.
wheelchair.
Yeah,
part.
the first
I'm
mission,
super
literally, you're in a
excited
wheelchair.
for it.
That's awesome.
That's very innovative.
Yep, I like it.
Junior, JR,
Hey,
what you doing, man?
I been playing a couple games actually. I just actually started Senua's was it Sacrifice? Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice, and that's actually really good. Kind of messes with your head. I just started into that, but mostly I've been jumping back to Dying Light.
Yeah, I seen you hopping on there.
Yeah.
And what, you got to finish that, or
I'm gonna try to finish it before.
you never like beat the following, or you?
I've never beat either of them.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I'm playing the base game now,
Hmm.
and then I heard about all like 10 or 11 of the add-ons are going to be adding on this year to Dying Light.
Right, new monsters. And,
Which I thought was kind of surprising, honestly.
yeah,
I thought they were done with it.
They
That
have-
seems pretty old to me.
Yeah, they had a trailer for the first one.
Old.
They had a trailer for the first. It's not really. It's just very very small, and it's literally just new enemies.
Yeah, maybe some weapons,
Yeah.
new tennis shoes.
And I never got into Dying Light as much as I have now.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what it is. It's just about bashing a zombie upside the head with a bat.
That super
or
slow
crowbar.
head
Yes.
cut off is
You got that X-ray,
nice.
like cracked bones
Yeah,
deal
yeah.
going on. It's just funny the amount of weapons and stuff you can make. And then when you add on that whole hook, where you can get around 10 times easier
Oh yeah.
with them. You throw your hook up to the building up there and up there. Yeah. I've been really into Dying Light more than anything, actually.
Yeah. Okay.
But other than that, yeah, I've been playing Lawbreakers with you guys. Been playing
Lawbreakers.
Brawlhalla.
Brawlhalla, yeah.
Other than that, that's just the main game. And I know I actually just rebought No Man's Sky today.
Right.
So I saw the big update that came out today about adding multiplayer. It looks really interesting. It looks like they actually are. A lot of people are saying, well, it's too late, like Alex was saying before all this.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Facebook people.
Yeah.
Oh, they lost my money, even though I already spent the $60 and have it on DL. I'm not going to ever play it again because I'm pouting that I didn't get what I want. Those people.
Yeah, but I mean, at least they're trying now.
I'm in
That's
the
the thing.
boat that's just gonna wait until there's even more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at.
Yeah, I do that with a lot of games, actually,
Yeah.
nowadays.
I'm just gonna wait until I know that, like, okay, I haven't heard anything for a while. I'm gonna check it out now. Like, it's been 4 years. I'm gonna check it out now.
I mean, it's nice that they're actually not completely putting multiplayer in, but putting some signs of multiplayer.
It's like they got the funding, and then they were like, okay, we can do all this stuff now. And then they just started pushing out updates.
like they pushed out half
Yeah.
a game and like,
That's what it
okay,
seems like, yeah.
finish the rest later, kind of thing, which is cool. I think, honestly, I think they should have just waited till they had all this stuff.
Well, you don't know. Maybe they didn't have the option to do it.
Because I know in some contracts,
Because they brought in, like, consultants and
yeah, I was
everything.
gonna say, some contracts, a lot of people say, well, if you push it out at this time, then it'll be better at this time because more people will buy it. And sometimes even companies have things where you can't release it till a certain date, where you have to release it before this date,
Yep.
kind of thing. So we don't know. I mean, they're not going to tell us all their financial
No,
issues.
there's no way.
And
They're
all
not gonna
these-
tell us why they left off the face of the earth for
exactly.
however long.
I know the game went down to like $20, $15-20.
Super cheap.
At one point in time. And now that this update came out, for a new copy of the game is like $49 now, if you guys didn't know.
I've had it for a while.
For what?
I didn't know.
For a new copy of No Man's Sky.
$49? That was $15.
That's what I'm saying. It was 15
Oh.
to 20. Now it went up to
Yeah.
$49.
Oh, because they got...
I think this update,
I
think this update came out and a lot more people bought it.
Jumped
Like,
back
oh,
on.
okay, yeah, we'll
Supply
raise
and
the price.
demand laws.
Exactly. They actually started seeing that they were pushing out updates that people liked. The Titan update, which adds the big ass creatures, has a lot more. They have a lot more vivid worlds. They upgraded
Yeah.
their graphics. They added base building. They added build your own rovers, and you can mine with those rovers on
Yeah.
the planets. You don't. Not only can you fight in space, but you can fight low to the ground too.
Yeah, you can actually take the fight
Yep.
into... Because before
They
you used to
added-
be able to just fly into the planet.
Exactly.
And then the robbers would
You
be
can
like,
take
okay.
you can take the fight down to the edge of the planet.
Yeah.
You can They added more story. They even added a new alien race, and you can interact with that alien race in the alien spaceship. They added more into trading now, so you could trade with.
Okay.
Yeah, they added this big base with all these different trading things. They added a ton in from the base game, and I haven't touched it since the original base game.
The release date. Yeah.
So going into this I'm sure is going to be.
Yeah. Your eyes are literally gonna pop out of your head. You're like,
exactly.
This is what it should have been.
Exactly. Like you could trade, you could build your own base and grow your plants in that base.
People can see your base now, right?
Yeah, and like I said, multiplayer comes in. Yep. People are orbs for now, but in the future they're talking about how you can actually see.
Yeah, I just don't think they have a character model already yet that they like, so they're gonna probably wait on that. It won't be long.
They added a lot of stuff in the game, and that's what brought me back. Is like, well, now they have a whole bunch of stuff. I know I'm that kind of guy. Like, oh, I hate it now. I should have never bought a game at first, but I mean,
that's just people being people.
Yeah. And I'll give any game a try, whatever they put hard work into. If it's an update that is that big, I'm like, I'll give the game a try. You know, it's.
Right. Do you think when the day comes when they do bring out the actual character model for everybody, do you think they're gonna have some sort of customization?
Well, yeah, your gear.
That's what I was talking about earlier. Like another rumor after this was people can collect their own gear. You know, like they can now. You can collect different pieces of like I think a jetpack and then guns and stuff. I think there's I don't know if there's some armor.
There's like special. They have a bunch of different special items that you can find.
Yeah, that's really cool. I think in the future they're going to push more to finding more loot so that way other people can see. Because from what they had said, they've already passed. Like if you go on the original site, they have all these ideas. They've already passed those ideas, and now they're just going to keep going. Yeah. Until they find it's basically a redemption from what I'm seeing. Like, hey, sorry that our game sucked at first, but here's all this stuff we're just gonna keep pushing out.
Right. Yeah. For free, mind you.
Exactly. Which costs a lot of money for all these updates that they're doing. I mean, multiplayer servers now, if you're gonna have orbs, people walking around, it's gonna cost money. This stuff ain't free. No.
But I mean that game went like platinum or whatever.
Oh yeah.
At first.
This is their apology, basically. Like,
so and they'll make more money off of it.
But that's all me.
That's nothing else. Just
oh my god! Now we gotta start over.
We dropped a dead rabbit.
Damn it!
I just hope we hear more from Sean Murray. Honestly,
he spoke at one point.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah, he was tweeting out. He's like, I think today he was tweeting out how when the updates came out, he had like this little guy. I'll put something in the video for you guys. I'll show you.
Sure.
But he's like, it has this little guy pointing over. It says PS4, and then like 30 minutes later it said PC, and it was these when he was updating those to the new big update that came out today that surprised everyone.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right, I have been playing a bunch of everything. I just been kind of everywhere. Lawbreakers with you guys, Brawlhalla with you guys. Been doing the Wolfenstein playthrough. Loving Sundered. I've been playing the crap out of that.
I watched your gameplay of that. That was good.
There's it's beautiful game. The people who did Jotun, if you haven't played that game, I'd advise go checking that out. It's usually only $20, and it's a really good game. It's a top-down kind of bird's eye view game. But I've been playing Exile, Path of Exiles. I downloaded that the other day, and I am a ranger, and I cannot stop.
It's a great game.
Can't stop, won't stop.
I have to stop. So I did that. I did that the other day, but mostly I've just been binge watching a bunch of YouTube. That's just what you do. You get lost in YouTube for 5-6 hours.
You start with cat videos, and then you're on the Illuminati videos.
You have those,
yeah.
You have those games where you just have those long gaps between games you want to play, and you're like, okay, now I'm just gonna watch this.
Yeah, now I'm just gonna fall asleep. Screw it. No, I also Titan Quest because I never got around to finishing that game.
That's been sitting in my Steam library since I ever started Steam.
They came out with the Titan Quest Anniversary Edition, and it updates a lot of stuff. It's like a 10-year-old game, and they released it for a 10-year anniversary, and so I downloaded that, checking that out, and have no idea what build I'm going to go for. But beyond that, like I said with Nick, been watching anime and a bunch of stuff like that.
Bunch of good stuff.
Really not much in Josh land over here. Josh Land.
Makes me think of Inside Out.
Inside Out, yeah. No, that's just a barren wasteland up there. But anyway, let's go on to a topic of what game are you guys looking forward to coming out here? We'll start with Nick.
Okay. Let's see.
I mean, there's a few coming out.
Could it be this year and next year? 2017,
Let's go with before this year ends. We'll go with this year.
This year.
Because
it's...
Do you have any games in mind, Nick?
the only one I can think of that I'd like to talk about is early 2018, I think.
We can go ahead and do that.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll go with February.
I think I don't think they even have a date for it yet. I'm talking about Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle. And
Cross Tag Battle, weird name.
It is kind of weird.
Arc
Yeah.
System works with their names.
Yeah,
man.
for real.
Come on, call it ramen pork flavor. I'd be okay with that. Product of USA. 41789-30213. Call it that.
Wait, that's made in the USA?
I'm looking at the box right over there.
Big box of ramen.
That's the new
Sitting
game
on the
coming out.
Box of ramen.
Actually, let's not just talk about Blaze Blue. Let's just talk about Arc Systems in general, because they're not only are they making Cross Tag Battle, they're making the new Dragon Ball Z fighter.
That's right. Yeah.
And a lot of people are really excited about it.
That
really
looks
good.
good. I'm
using
gonna be.
I'm down for that.
It's
Yeah.
using the new Guilty Gear engine with the Unreal 4. No, it's Unreal 3. I think
I
Unreal
can't remember what it is.
3 engine.
It's
I
an
think they
Unreal
said the
engine.
3. I don't know if they bumped it up to 4, but
it looks gorgeous.
all I know is it plays wonderfully from what I've seen. It looks really good. Lots of people are excited. Like, I've been hearing a lot of stuff online about people saying, like, I'm not even getting Marvel vs. Capcom, blah, 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 because of Cross Tag Battle. That looks that's they're giving people what they want. For people that don't know, it's going to be Blaze Blue, Persona 4 Arena, Under Night in Birth, and
that weird one. Yeah.
yeah, and also Ruby for some reason.
Oh my God.
Not sure.
Get that out of there.
Off of RWBY?
Mm-hmm.
RWB.
That's Ruby.
Ruby.
Yep.
Ew.
Yeah,
God.
Well, when okay, so at
I don't know
was
why
it at
that's so
E3? I
popular.
don't remember. It was maybe there was a video I saw online where it's all these people. I think it was at E3. They announced it, and people were already just going crazy about it. You know, they're super excited, and then Ruby came up. And then people lost their fucking mind.
Yeah, that's
And
what
I
I'm
was
saying.
like-
I don't get it.
I'm sitting there like, oh my gosh, at first, and then it gets to Ruby, and I'm just like, huh.
Oh.
But I'm like, cool. I don't really care.
Yeah,
I get
guess.
to beat the shit out of her with the other characters, but whatever.
In
It's
Russia.
not my thing.
Ruby beats the shit out of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So far, that's looking really interesting.
Fighting games. But not Marvel versus Capcom. Not excited for that.
Not so much, honestly.
Is that one coming out this year?
What's up?
Isn't that one coming out this year?
I think
I'm
so.
not sure. I think so.
That one I'm not sure. You might want to look that one up.
Yeah, I'll check it
But
out.
yeah, I remember we were talking about this earlier. I'm not super excited for it. Partially because of how I didn't really care for the third one.
Right.
It just didn't have the same feel that I was looking for from the second one, which was the first one I played and I loved.
Well, that's bringing on Unreal Engine 4 too as well.
Is it really?
Yeah, September 19th of this year.
Oh wow.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
soon.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah. There's been a lot of talk about how a lot of people are disappointed because there's going to be a lot of characters missing, like the a lot of the X-Men aren't going to be. No, actually, I don't think the X-Men at all will be there. I don't know. But you did bring up some good points earlier that means that there's a lot of openings for other characters that may otherwise not get a chance.
That also need some spotlight.
Yeah, they'd be able to.
Aren't very well known that might put them in the light for, like, say, Inhumans TV show coming out soon. People don't know who these guys are.
There's that. I just thought of one, the Wildcats. I used to watch the Wildcats cartoon back in the day. That'd be cool to see them.
Okay. Are they a Marvel?
They're Marvel, I think.
Are
Yeah,
they really?
I think we got bought by Marvel.
Wildcats is Marvel.
That'd be kind of cool.
Either that or they're Dark Horse Comics.
Dark
I'm pretty
Horse
sure
versus
it's
Marvel versus Capcom versus Street Fighter.
Not gonna lie, Dark Horse versus Marvel would be awesome.
That'd
Make
be cool.
that happen, Capcom.
That would be cool.
Or Marvel.
Well, because Dark Horse Comics makes Dark Souls comics.
Oh snap! Dark Souls versus Captain America.
That would be cool.
Oh man, that would be pretty awesome.
That would be cool.
But as far as me, I'm not really interested in what they're doing with Infinite. But I know there are people that are still.
Yeah.
And so that's cool. More power to them. You know. But for me, no. I'm actually really looking forward now to Cross Tag Battle because I've been following along with each of the Blaze Blue games that came out, and so this is the newest one. I'm going to pick it up.
So you're going to represent Blaze Blue in that game, then?
That's right. That's
okay.
right.
I'm okay with that.
I honestly,
I'll go Persona. I like Persona.
It'd be cool to have people that have their preferred game in there.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be Ruby.
Really interested.
Ruby.
Junior will be Ruby.
Ew.
He's saying that with a smile on his face.
He's lying.
He's lying. He'll be the yellow chick from Ruby.
Yeah,
The last
yellow
one.
chick.
I'll be no one.
I don't think that character's in there.
I'll be me.
Junior.
He's just digitized
I'm gonna put
into the game.
myself in the game.
Like you just have like a still face, like just you smiling, and
So-
the character's moving around with your face is just looking at the
He's
screen.
just looking at
He'll move like Mr. Game & Watch.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just really jerky.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, I don't know. I think both of those games are making Arc Systems look really good right now.
Oh, yeah.
They're
up in their
catching
game.
some steam
good.
from everybody. Yeah, so definitely good. But yeah, that's what I'm excited for.
Cool. Over across the seas over there, Mr. Sleepy Face. Alex. What you excited for, man?
Just realized it yesterday when I watched the gameplay video for Assassin's Creed Origins.
Yeah.
The combat looks real in depth this time. Looks like you can actually die if you're not good at fighting.
Yep.
It's not just a 100% parry system.
Right, yeah.
They were talking
Which
about.
I did like, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But it is time for...
But it was so glitchy and they never got it right. Like it was so unnatural.
Especially in that... What was the latest one?
Syndicate.
Yeah. That was real weird.
I mean,
not like
the
that.
I like how they changed the combat because they also explained in the gameplay how when we go into this cave, you can choose there's 3 different game styles. You can go in stealthy, you could go in guns a-blazing because combat lets you do that now, or
Guns? What?
you can get stealthy,
No way.
guns a-blazing, and then there was one other one. You could just it was not close combat, but
Ranged
combat. Outside of longbow.
What's the opposite
I know.
of
I had a longbow.
Far
I'm really tired. Okay? Far combat.
Far combat.
Because you could, which is pretty cool too, because you could literally just stand up there and just headshot everyone you see.
Bird Simulator.
Must be the wind.
Yeah, so that'd be fun.
That comes out this year, yeah.
Yes.
Hopefully they dive back into the story a little bit more, not flash into the future or something stupid like that. But
I think Egypt was a good choice.
Yeah,
they were talking about it's the dawn of the assassins. So I think in this one we're really going to see how the Creed.
Why everybody's so pissed off at each other.
Yeah,
exactly.
Why the Creed was formed in the first place was to stop.
Yeah, and this is the game where they're gonna finally reveal of how the Creed was started. So it'll be interesting to see.
It's Anubis' fault.
I agree. That's it.
Damn snakes, big ass snakes.
That big old dog face.
I think every time that Ubisoft decided to not put out a game for a year, an Assassin's Creed game for a year, they came back with a stronger game.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because didn't they do that between 3 and 4?
No.
No? What was the one before?
I think 4 was actually right after 3. I think 3 is the one that took forever.
Okay.
They took a break between 2 and 3.
I think
that's
that's
the first and second one because they waited a whole generation to even jump up to.
Because I think the team that did 2 waited and did 3, and then they did 4, and then they did Syndicate. But I think a different team did Brotherhood and
There's so many different Ubisofts.
I know, man.
You got Ubisoft Montreal, Ubisoft something.
It's Arc System works all over
Ubisoft
again.
Mexico.
Just call them ramen boxes, man.
Ubisoft Ireland. I don't know.
Well, I really think that that taking a break and giving them more time to develop, I think that's probably what is leading them to creating a better game. Honestly,
hopefully we'll see.
And this is like
I'm still skeptical though.
This is like pure combat too, which is good.
I don't blame you though.
It's you could tell they completely changed it in a different direction for an RPG style.
Yeah,
you've got loot, you've got full on combat now, and then they were even saying in the gameplay, in the 18-minute gameplay video I watched. They were saying how there's multiple side quests in this whole game. There's hundreds of hours of side quests because the 18-minute gameplay they showed off was a side quest, and that side quest was about 30 minutes to 45 minutes. They just cut it down to 18 minutes of traveling because the world, they said, is alive. Yeah. If you guys get a chance to watch the gameplay video, definitely do it because they say after you've done a side quest and you help these guys, they're not just going to walk off and disappear. They're going to walk to their home. They're going to sleep. They're going to eat. They're going to pee, is what they said.
They're going to be doing whatever
they're going to be doing. They said this world is living, and they focused. They made it more an RPG style.
I'm getting Todd Howard flashbacks here.
Yeah,
come on.
And this is what happens when you take your time on an Assassin's Creed game, not
just
push out 1, push out 2, push out 3, push out 4, push out 5, push out smaller ones over here, do a big one over here. Like, they took their time.
Separate into 2 teams.
And it looks like they did a good job on this from what I'd seen so far. The world's alive.
I'm excited for it.
The combat's good.
The loot's what got me.
Hours and hours of quests that they're going to push in here. It's going to be a good game. I have a good feeling about it.
So anything besides Assassin's Creed? Alex?
Not really. I mean, Quake on the computer.
Whenever that comes out. I think I'm feeling.
I don't
November.
think there's a release date for it yet.
I'm feeling November. I feel.
It's coming.
Quake Champions, right?
Well, because at E3 they said that every game that you've seen here is coming out this year.
Yeah, it's coming at the end of the year or something like that.
We'll take a look. See.
I don't know if they showed that off at E3.
There's no specific month. It just says 2017.
Okay.
So
maybe it's just like what Lawbreakers did.
It'll probably come out last quarter.
1 billion betas and the full game.
That's exactly what it says here. Lawbreakers borrows Quake's idea.
I don't know.
We'll run all these betas and tests, and then we'll release it whenever we release it.
The more betas you have, the more you can find out problems.
It's literally right here.
Definitely
literally right here on the news.
But anyway.
That's great.
Yeah, so that'll be fun on the computer, and that's about it.
Okay. Ja.
I've got a couple games in mind. I know I told Nick and Josh today that I've spent quite a bit of monies on pre-ordering some stuff already.
Oh yeah, that's right. Why don't you tell us about what games you did pre-order?
Well,
not how much.
I actually put some more monies in for Destiny 2. Got to do that. And then I pre-ordered Fallout Game of the Year Edition. If you guys didn't know that was released today for pre-orders. Got the Pip-Boy Edition finally. I didn't get mine when it first came out because people went fucking crazy.
He was depressed too.
I was so depressed. You guys should have seen me. For a whole week I didn't come out of my room. It was pretty bad. And then the last pre-order is Shadow of War, which is I'm so excited for. This is the game I am hyped up for this year. I'm sad they pushed it back, but at the same time, I'm glad they did because now it's like, well, now I can buy the $99 version. So, and that one I'm hoping from the expansions, from what I've seen, will be how all this started in Mordor. But I'm excited for Shadow of War for sure. I'll be doing a video review for that when that comes out. And then same with Alex. Assassin's Creed is another one. I'm excited for. And then there was one more game that I was actually pretty excited for, but I cannot remember for the life of me what it was. But I will, if I remember, I will make sure to say. But those two, Assassin's Creed and Shadow War, for sure. Destiny. I'm thinking maybe it's Destiny 2. I'm thinking of, but those are all 3 games though. I'm hyped for. I know Destiny 2. Yes. Don't tell my boss or Walmart, but I took some days off for Destiny 2.
Nobody knows where you work. Oh no, you just said where you work. So never mind.
Wait, where do you work?
Don't worry about it.
Damn it.
Where do I work?
Anyway, so mine, I've got quite a bit because my tastes are pretty diverse. Blasphemous will be coming out pretty soon, and that is a 2D side-scrolling Dark Souls-like game where the combat's very visceral, it's very dark, it's very bloody, dark corridors, super creepy creatures.
Super creepy creatures.
Super creepy creatures. Another one that's been in development for a while is Death's Gambit, and that is something I'm super excited about. Again, 2D side-scroller, Dark Souls-like, very hard combat, rather. I am excited for Destiny 2, probably the most because it's so close. It's coming. It's just right around the corner.
When's that one coming out?
September 8th.
Wow.
Yeah,
you will probably be seeing
less than a month.
You'll probably be seeing a lot of gameplay from all of us.
Holy crap!
Yeah,
September's less than a month.
Yeah, September. I am excited for Dragon's Dogma release, which
my God,
which will be $30.
Really?
For PS4?
For PS4.
Oh yes.
It comes out October 3rd or 5th. In October. I am excited, of course, for Wolfenstein 2, which comes out in October. I am excited for Evil Within 2, which comes out in October.
October.
This is, be the month. As gamers like to say, those 3 months are called Broketober.
Yeah, Broketobers, Brokevembers.
Usually between the September and December range is called Broketober.
It's been more like Broke 2017.
And then the Dragon Ball Z fighting game I am excited for.
Yes.
I am somewhat excited for Assassin's Creed, the new one, simply because it's going in a direction that I like, with the loot and the combat.
Dark Souls.
And the bird simulations. Hey, Gamescom's coming. I'm Bloodborne 2. I'm down. Let's do it.
Yeah.
That'd be sweet.
I'd be all right with that. That would be an okay life.
We need to get back into the Soulsverse again after all this.
We do.
I have a meme I need to give you the post.
Do some co-op videos on that.
We should.
But because Destiny 2 is so close, I think that's the one I'm most excited for. It's
the hype is real for that one.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited for that. I pre-ordered it digitally, so I don't have to worry about it. It's ready to download when it's download time.
I pre-ordered it, right? Yeah, I did.
I've been keeping up with all the news on that one on YouTube.
I've been watching a bunch of YouTube stuff on that. Looks great. I like some of the changes that they're doing. Trials of Osiris are happening right now in Destiny 1, and they are the final trials of Osiris.
The final.
Damn.
They will no longer be getting any more Iron Banners or any more
Trials
Trials
of Osiris. It's sad to say Destiny 1 is disappearing.
Yeah, well, they said that Destiny 1 will be alive and well. They just will not update it with anything, any new content or anything like that. So I assume like one server will be for Destiny 1 and everybody else will migrate to Destiny 2.
Yep.
They'll finally shut down the Destiny 1 servers once Destiny 4 comes out.
Once Destiny 4. It's Activision. They've been known to shut down servers for games that just aren't getting
aren't making money.
Also, I guess I should say I'm excited for Shadow War. Of course, I'm excited for Shadow War. Everybody's excited for Shadow War.
The Nemesis system, man, looks 10 times better in here.
Get your pen card.
Oh yeah, you want to try to take it from me?
You are not excited for Shadow War?
I just
not
you
your night cup of tea?
Did you ever play Mordor?
Yeah, I did. I have the game of year edition.
Wasn't a big fan.
No,
it got boring after like the first 4 hours.
Is it
but after the first 4 hours were like really good. Now it's just like
I'm just a big nerd when it comes to.
You feel like you've done everything.
I'm just a big nerd when it comes to Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit, and I have to play this.
That's
and I loved it,
really
and I loved the Nemesis system that they did in it.
Yeah, the Nemesis system. Is really
it's something new, and this next one
they evolved it.
Yeah, how you can build armies in this next one is going to be awesome.
Right. But you just don't like Lord of the Rings.
I'm not. I like
Lord of the Rings
form,
maybe.
Yeah, I think so.
Something
the movies
about the
I liked a lot. I liked the books.
Everyone
But,
said it.
Just didn't hit you.
I think I got on Mordor really late too.
Oh,
So after I've
that
already
would
played
probably
games
do
that
it,
are
yeah.
a lot better,
Well, yeah.
with a lot better mechanics, it was kind of lackluster. So if I would have played when it first came out, probably maybe I would.
That was like one of the release games for like PS4 and Xbox One, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it
It
was
was an early game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I didn't
'cause-
get it until much later, like after I played Dark Souls and everything.
You said you got the Game of the Year edition too.
Yeah.
I actually remember renting that game
Yeah, I don't remember.
when all the new Xbox One games were coming out at the time.
Yeah.
I remember I'm like, oh, Shadow Mordor, might as well
Sure.
play it. It's one of the only games they have out
Yeah.
right now
Yeah.
for the new one. And
That and Forza.
yeah. But, I mean, I stopped in the middle of it, and then I saw that the Game of the Year edition was like, what, like $10 on
Yeah.
PS4?
Yeah,
at
that's
one
when I
point in
got
time.
it.
Yep.
And I was like, bought it, and obsessed with it again, kind of like how I'm doing with Dying Light right now, and it was good, man.
Yeah.
It was, and I'm so excited for the next one. I can't wait.
It's pretty darn rare when I put my time into a game more than once, and I beat that game, and then I already went through and beat it again. So I love that game, and I'm ready for the next one.
It's gonna be good. One game I did forget about, real quick, is Absolver.
Oh yeah. It
You
comes
guys
out
remember that one?
this month,
Yeah, August 29th.
29th.
I'm gonna master
That is
that
the
game.
one I was excited for. How you can kind of make your own moves. And
Yeah, I'm okay with it, but I got kind of burnt from what's that game? For Honor. The one-on-one battle system. Like I love it. It's just you get kind of like you're a dick. I don't want to fight anybody ever again.
Yeah, they had a lot of like the biggest thing is like the same thing with like Lawbreakers, like their balancing issues are pretty glaring with some of the characters. Like I don't think there should have ever been
An assassin
a
at all.
combo. I don't know. Yeah, maybe I don't know, but a combo that allows you to go through blocks. That to me
Yeah. Yep.
is not
That,
skillful.
That grab and a stab,
Yeah,
stab.
like the
that's
big
bullshit.
samurai. The big samurai, I could literally just go up and headbutt people while they're blocking,
Yeah.
and then I just combo them.
Oh man!
So it was literally came down to dodging, and it kind of makes sense because he's a big fat samurai. But unblockable hits should not exist in the game, where these warriors are supposed to be the elite of their category. Essentially, is what you're playing as.
I heard that
Legendary warriors.
that For Honor the For Honor servers are just tumbling down from what I'd heard.
Yeah, they're getting worse, which is bad.
Yeah, I mean, you can only do so much. You can only get it gets repetitive after a while.
Yeah, I mean,
And
it's fun.
they've released a couple characters, but they haven't really released anything else but 2 extra
Well,
characters.
they have a
Two more
new
will be
season.
coming.
They're going by seasons, and they're trying to make it more competitive. They're changing the way because before it was just like you had a map and you would progress through that, but it's like what? Like they need to have some type of system where people meet on a new battlefield that you're fighting for, or fight for supremacy on that battlefield. And it's only open when 2 factions meet at like 50% power or something. And I think they're doing something similar to that in season 2, which is coming out. But it feels like it's been out for like 5 years and they haven't done anything.
I think there needs to be some sort of combat lock. Like if you're in combat with somebody, they lock onto you, you lock onto them, you are locked into combat. Well, not like necessarily locked, but if they're like, I want to say that Dark Souls circle click that you focus on their enemy. If you're both focused on each other, nobody else can come in and ruin it for you, because that one-on-one battle is what makes that game so great.
Yo.
And then when
Yeah.
somebody comes in and goes,
Yeah.
we win, we suck.
Basically,
Like, because I can't defend my ass. Okay? I can't.
Yeah.
I don't have swords coming out of my fucking ass cheeks. I just don't.
Yeah.
And I think that was mostly the downfall of the game, is that there wasn't any. It's a game called For Honor. Nobody has honor.
Yeah.
well, basically, if you're doing 2v2, whoever wins,
Yeah, like if you
wins the
fall
first
into
fight.
a glacier or a puddle or whatever stupid shit that can kill you in that game, then you just get ganked.
Yep.
And then their teammate runs up and double teams you, and
Kinda
that's
reminds
not
me-
fun.
It's just wait. Like if I defeat your guy and you're good enough to defeat my opponent or my partner, kill me. I'm up for the challenge. I'm not gonna let you try to kill me. I'm just gonna fight you back.
The game kind of reminds me of, I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to Rainbow Six Siege, but like now they have year 1 and now they're on year 2, and they have a whole another separate. They literally have year 1, which is like $30, and then they have a year 2 game, which is like $60. It kind of reminds me of that. You know,
Yeah,
like
a
it's
little
super
bit.
competitive. You can play teams, but people are still assholes sometimes.
Yeah, that game, I liked it, but man, the controls are so clunky. And you get used to it after a while.
It's getting
They're
very
just not
competitive.
smooth to me. Like it feels like things are very laggy, and maybe that's supposed to induce slower gameplay, more
Maybe,
strategic gameplay. But man,
Just doesn't feel right.
yeah,
Well, when you're used to playing faster games, like faster shooters nowadays, especially like a lot of people play Overwatch, you know, it's really hard to jump into that kind of gameplay, or not even really jump, but be kind of forced into a slower style of gameplay. Which I understand why it's there, but it kind of makes it hard to jump into it. You know.
Yeah, I don't understand why a lot of these games who are like, oh yeah, season 1 or year 1 or whatever, just do what Diablo 3 does and do seasons and get special rewards for doing those seasons that nobody else can get unless you do that season, like little images, you know. People notice that stuff. Nobody's doing that. They're just...
And that's why people love Diablo.
That's why people keep playing it.
Yeah, because it's always something new. I mean, it's always something new you can get, and it's not just a couple things. Like, hey, if you buy or you do this season or go to year 2, you'll get this thing and a cool little skin.
Yeah.
Diablo, it's like, oh, we have a shit ton of loot you could get just from the season.
Well, you start over from scratch, and then your reward is a set of your character's specificality-ness.
Specificness?
If that's the word, specificness. Like if you're a necromancer and you go through this season, you get the necro gear that is the reward for completing that season. I like the little images that you get that are around your portrait on there. That to me alone is worth going through a season again and doing that. But the game is the most repetitive game I've ever played, and I cannot get enough of it because they just do it right. There's something about it that they get that nobody else
dungeon crawlers.
gets.
Dungeon crawlers don't usually know how to keep people progressing. It's the ranking system and the effect you can keep going higher in rifts. It's just like Diablo 2 did something similar where they had theirs was more PvP driven, but you would just run hell over and over and over again until you got the correct gear. And then they had like their own little trading system and stuff like that.
I was watching some YouTube stuff on that.
So that's what they do. You just keep getting gear and more gear and more gear.
You just keep going.
I wish some of these newer games had trading systems though, like where it was player driven, because that's what made Diablo 2 so fun. Was you would trade, this crappy item for a slightly less crappy item, and you would work your way up the ladder until you finally got your weapon you wanted, or your gear. Like the big thing was Enigma plate. It would be like essentially a plate that had a rune structure in it, and it spelled out a certain word and allowed any player to teleport. So you had barbarians that had Enigma plates on, and like their inventory just filled with strength charms to make up for the defensive deficiencies. They'd be teleporting around, chasing wizards, and you'd be doing whirlwind. Made for some fun PvP combat.
No kidding. Wow.
Interesting.
And I miss being able to go into the world, into someone's like game that they didn't put a password on, and declaring hostility on them. It made that sound like zzz, and then you'd be like, oh, this motherfucker wants to fight me. You're like, all right, bitch, I'm coming. And you'd be in town, and you'd brawl out. And
really, that sounds like fun. That's what like I said, that's what we need to do. Is we just need to download Diablo 2 and hop on there and 4-player that shit out.
That'd be fun.
It would be,
because I've never gotten to play it.
Diablo
2?
Never got to
2
play
is
it.
something else.
I've played about 10 seconds of it.
I played 1 and I hated it. But I played it on the PlayStation.
A lot of people actually liked a lot. There's a lot of people actually like
sleepless nights playing Diablo 1 on the PlayStation.
I hated it. I hated that game. But I want to try 2. 2 looks extremely fun.
They still have them in stores.
Keep in mind, 1 and 2 are extremely outdated games. Like,
2 you can get on the Battle.net.
You can also actually get it in retail stores too. Like Walmart has.
You can still buy it.
Walmart has a battle chest for Diablo 2.
I'm just gonna do. I'm just gonna do the digital, because that's just like I got Diablo 3 and World of Warcraft and all that just right there. The open beta, since we're talking about Battle.net's coming out for Destiny 2 on the PC as well, and I would recommend we check that out if we can to compare,
PC players are gonna probably end up making that game because they were pissed they didn't get. That's
PvP is going to be crazy on PC.
my dad's.
Now you're going to be people.
Yeah.
Sensitivity all the way popped up. And,
Yeah.
Well, 60 FPS will help with that, too.
Oh, yeah. Hopefully I don't.
Oh, they're
they
already
should
running higher
crossplay
at 60
though.
FPS on computer.
I think it's locked.
Is it on computer? Ooh, that's gonna piss some people
I think
off.
so. I'm not sure.
It should go off
I
of your
could
rig.
be wrong.
It
So don't
should-
quote me on that.
It should be graphical settings. That's the whole thing with PC. Otherwise, there's no point in playing on PC.
Yeah.
I know PlayStation players. Luckily, they don't crossplay. Into that, we would
Yeah,
get
shooters would be a bad.
Well, speaking of that, we play Lawbreakers, and somebody asked Cliff, like, are we getting PC crossplay? And he's like, that's dumb.
Yeah, because
That's dumb.
You got
the
the
skill
PC,
gap is
yeah.
ridiculous.
Watch the Quake Champion.
There ain't no way.
Like, try it.
Yeah.
Get a PlayStation player do that. He'll never be able to do that.
No.
I mean, these guys are headshotting 360 headshotting people in less than half a second. I'm like, what the fuck?
The closest I got to feeling badass super fast and like reloading and knowing where my stuff was Doom.
Yeah,
The new Doom.
Doom. Yeah,
That's as close as I ever got to
wanna play
like
that
being
now.
like, oh my god, bam. I liked it.
they had like the best music that game.
It
Still does.
made you go. Like, I'm not a
Yeah.
hard rock metal guy.
Yeah.
There's no
screaming.
There's no low screaming.
I know that.
We don't need none of that
was the
shit.
monster.
It's a grungy heavy
That was the
metal
demons.
demon-y sounds.
I didn't like the new Doom.
Yeah, I know.
I like.
Because you're a fag.
I like. Damn.
So are you.
I like the older Doom. I just like the older Doom better than the new one.
I didn't like
How far
Doom
did
3?
you get in?
Please tell
Oh,
me you didn't
man.
like Doom 3.
Oh no.
Doom
Oh, no.
3 was great, dude.
Doom 3 was
I
like
did
literally the
not.
worst
Wasn't
game
Doom
I've
3
ever played
just
in my life.
Arena?
No, Doom 3 was that
No,
horror.
it was. That's right. Yeah,
There was like
I was
a
thinking
horror
of
arena.
They
They,
thinking of
they
Quake.
try to go more horror with things.
Yeah, they were
jumping
I'm thinking
out
of Quake.
dark
Because
times.
didn't they remake it on the 360 or
The
some
VFG
shit like that?
edition.
They had, like,
VFG
Yeah.
Yes.
That was a lot better.
I'm
man.
sorry. I did not like any of the Dooms except the first one on the PC. I don't know why it brings back so much nostalgia. I don't know because
It's
that's
like literally
one of the first games I played on the PC was Doom.
You guys suck. You guys suck. You don't like Wolfenstein. You don't like Doom.
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with these people.
Screw you guys.
I like Wolfenstein.
I'll admit.
You don't like Wolfenstein.
Okay, I'll admit. After watching Josh's videos,
That's what I was
Wolfenstein
saying.
looks a lot more enticing.
I don't like.
for sure.
That's right.
Okay, I'm gonna say this.
Watch
right now.
'em.
Wolfenstein 1 to me is just doesn't look good.
Fuck
Wolfenstein 2 looks really good. Looks like way better than the first one to me for some
I
reason.
cannot wait for that game.
I don't know why. Wolfenstein 2 looks so much more enticing, but the first one just didn't catch my attention. But this next one definitely
Are
does.
you watching my stuff?
Yeah.
Watching my stuff.
I just doesn't. But I'm watching gameplay or.
As long as you watch
whatever
my
gameplay's
stuff,
available
you're
for
playing the
Wolfenstein.
game technically. Okay.
That's true. I'm
I might
experiencing
try out
it
the
through your
second
eyes.
one actually.
No.
After I watch you play,
Mine.
after I watch you play, I just want to try it out just to see what it's like because from what I've seen you playing it actually looks really fun.
Road to the new Colossus is the playthrough I'm doing. So I'm doing the new order. I mean, I'm not gonna do the originals. Maybe at some point I will.
That'd be kind of cool.
Like the one that you like, Alex.
Flashback?
The Return to Castle Wolfenstein.
Yes.
That one I might dig into. Even the PlayStation 3 one. I liked the PlayStation 3 one.
You know what? That game actually had some pretty damn good multiplayer too.
What, Return?
Yes.
I tried it on the original Xbox with the multiplayer.
Yeah, it was
it was on
interesting.
original Xbox, so there was no multiplayer. So I have to play it on PC if I'm going to do that.
Oh,
But,
you mean Return to Castle Wolfenstein?
yeah. But I'll be doing the New Order, and then I'm going to do the Old Blood, and then the new Colossus comes out, and hopefully everything will be set in stone for that. It's gonna be a rough month, October, because I got to do that playthrough, and then I got to do the playthrough for the Evil Within 2. I'm gonna do that too. So lots of stuff going down here at Sinister Games.
Yes, for sure. Well, going back to pissing you guys off about
I hate
Doom,
you already.
I'll even
wanna
admit
talk about it.
I can't even really go back to the old Doom because it's boring to me now.
You're not alone there.
It's just too basic.
The first Doom?
Yeah.
I don't feel
Duh, dude, it came out in the 80s.
actually play it.
Like,
But you can't, like, I dare you to go down to their studio and be like,
sorry,
yeah, I don't like this game. I like my money back.
okay. Hold on. Let me speak.
I don't like the new game.
Oh,
You
it
get
makes
sense to me.
I'm sorry.
You get so triggered. It's funny.
Okay. I'm just saying, if someone was like, "Hey, you should play the original Doom again," I'm like, I don't have any interest in it because there's so many games nowadays that are just
that look 10 times better.
right because the game was made back in the day.
Really?
I'm sorry,
But it's not Doom.
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying I personally don't have any reason to
and
go
there's
back.
so-
Are there any demons in Modern Warfare?
No, there's not.
There's
Are there
zombies.
there's zombies in Modern Warfare?
No, I'm just kidding.
No.
I don't know.
There's not.
But my point.
I love Modern Warfare. Don't get me wrong.
Modern Warfare is amazing.
Yes.
Throwing that out there. Sorry, Alex.
Okay, so the thing about Doom is the reason people liked it so much is
Right.
because A, it was the first of its kind.
Right.
B, it's nostalgic for people. C, it's got some pretty funny anecdotes in there. Like, I don't know if you remember going into the bathrooms. For whatever reason, like when you open some of the stalls, there was just like a lady there, like kissing. You remember that?
I don't remember
Are
that.
you
at
sure
all.
that wasn't Duke Nukem?
I'm pretty sure Doom did something similar to that too.
Maybe.
It was
Doom had,
strange.
Doom had secret rooms.
Yeah,
Duke Nukem did the whole. They were more stripper than they were
Yeah.
in the bathroom.
they had.
Did you like Duke Nukem?
I love Duke Nukem.
Fuck you.
But I played both of
He
those.
doesn't like Doom, but he likes Duke
No!
Nukem.
Which Duke
Okay,
Nukem? Which Duke Nukem?
Okay, guys. I'm not saying I don't
The
like
2012
Doom.
one.
I'm not saying I don't like Doom.
You literally said you don't like Doom.
No,
You just said you don't
Oh
like
my
Doom.
god. Okay, the new one. Yes, I don't like it. I'm talking about the original.
Second Life.
The original.
So
It's a very good game, but I'm saying nowadays I have no interest in going back to play that. That's what I'm saying.
You know, you like hate everything that's not a fighting game nowadays. I'm like realizing this now.
Why are you so angry?
Like you hate Overwatch, and like it's like one of the more popular
Oh,
games
man.
out there. Like it just doesn't intrigue me. It doesn't intrigue me.
You know,
Nothing intrigues you anymore.
the thing that's sad is he does that so well.
I will forever main Mercy.
They're making fun of me.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
we need a Mercy main.
I love
Show Mercy
I
on
love
me.
Mercy. Yeah.
I want to main Doomfist just because he's a badass. I haven't played
There's
with him
nothing
yet.
wrong with Overwatch. I mean,
I haven't
you'll
played
hop
Doom
on and
just
play
yet.
with
I've
this.
already got my
I mean,
main.
yeah.
Yeah, it's Diva.
'Cause you
Playing
do
with her
okay.
forever.
Dude,
I mean, yeah.
so
It's not. I do have.
You just called me
fun.
cute.
When
yeah, you
What?
are.
I do.
It's like
have,
you're so quiet.
I'm trying to have my own conversation over here, away from that.
Yeah, we're gonna get away from that right now.
Someone's gonna be listening. It's like, what the fuck's going on?
Kawaii? What?
It's like
You
well,
just called me cute, man.
that's when the guy's
You
like,
are.
I'm gonna watch a different video. No, I mean, Overwatch is definitely a lot more fun when I'm playing with you guys. But if I ever like I know some people can play that
Yeah.
with randoms or just on their own, that kind of thing. I can't do it.
I think you
It's boring.
like I noticed like in
Randoms.
shooters you don't have
Oh,
the
yeah.
same competitive edge as you do in fighters. Like you gotta get that competitive edge, like a because I feel like if you did that, then you'd be more into it.
I don't really have a competitive edge with anything anymore. Honestly,
Yeah, you do. In fighters,
just Guilty Gear.
dude, I
That's
watch
it.
you play.
Just
I watch you play
you want to hop
Brawlhalla
on
with these
Brawlhalla
guys
right now?
I don't have a competitive
You
edge.
want to
yes,
hop on
you do.
Brawlhalla right
No,
now?
I watch you
Play me without
Oh my
playing
God.
as
When you were playing with Junior, like I could just look over and you're. Hey, no one can see it.
I wish you guys could see that.
The weirdest.
That's what he
movement.
looks like. He's like, you like jerk and you like press buttons like
If you guys could see,
and you like start humping stuff in the air and
Oh my god! You jerk a little bit.
you can tell you're just trying really hard because you got that competitive edge.
Well-
in shooters, this is you. You're like that guy off South Park that like sits side. You're just like, yeah,
The fat guy. But no.
and then when you get killed, you're just like, oh,
No, he just takes like a handful of popcorn and puts it.
yeah, that's right.
In Brawlhalla, I don't have that like oh shit I died. It's one of those. It's just kind of like it's like oh okay. When it's Guilty Gear, and someone legit beats me, that's when I'm just like oh man it's a feeling that I don't get from anything else. And I think I'm an addict, guys. I'm sorry.
It's because
need
you've
to
been
have a
playing
talk.
since you were
what an
freaking
addict
9
is.
years
You're a
old.
Doom addict.
Okay, going back to Doom. Okay, just for the record, guys, I don't hate Doom.
Yes, you do.
Okay,
Original Doom.
and when we rewind this about 20 minutes, you literally said the words,
Oh my
I
God.
don't like Doom.
I'll make sure to find that.
I said I don't have any interest in going back to playing Doom.
That's fine.
Like some people go back and play it because they love it.
Yeah.
It's a good game. I don't have any interest in playing
they
it.
go
That's
back and
literally all I was
install-
trying to say.
If I played through it and recorded it, would you watch it?
Yeah.
Okay, and would you maybe get into it if, like, with you in Wolfenstein?
Probably not. No.
You might, because they're pretty similar.
But I've played through Doom. I played the crap out of Doom back in the day. It's done. I don't have anything to do with it anymore. With Wolfenstein, I'm starting to experience it because I'll honestly say I did not give that game a good chance. I didn't even get past the first part, and then Josh was telling me about what is beyond that.
How amazing that game
And
is.
so it made me interested in it.
It is a
anyway,
sleeper hit, that game.
the whole thing I was trying to get to was getting to why I ended up disliking the new Doom. Because I actually liked Doom 3. I kind of liked that horror
I
aspect.
didn't mind Doom.
Like, it wasn't
God,
the
it
worst
was
thing in the world.
Terrible.
I
but-
didn't like the combat so much.
No, it was
I did,
awful.
I did like some of the scares
You're
they
a
tried to
Doom
do.
guy. It's supposed to be badass demon killer. God, I'm a scared little bitch in a cloth suit.
And
You get so triggered, dude.
know.
Calm down.
It's all good. It's all
It's
good.
it's
Yeah.
Doom. And, see, when you're someone that is expecting the old Doom gameplay, I can see that. I understand that. I get it.
Well,
It's
And I
really
agree with you.
good, that combat.
Right. I just... I don't know. When I played the new Doom, it didn't click with me. I'm saying it again. I'm sorry. I don't know. I was playing it, and I'm just like, I feel like I'm doing the same thing over and over and over.
How far did you get?
Somewhere
Did you get down
in
the
the game.
damn elevator?
What elevator?
Exactly. That's
Well, okay,
the
there's-
first damn
There's
thing
more
you do.
elevators. There's more than one elevator in this game.
The only thing-
No, not really.
The only thing
Well, then, I
actually,
did get down the elevator.
the only thing I actually played in the new Doom, I played more multiplayer than I played the single player.
The multiplayer was okay.
The multiplayer I thought was
it
fast.
was like a warm up for Quake. Almost.
That's what I was
Something
saying.
like
It
that,
kind of
yeah.
reminded me of Quake because it's super fast paced
Yeah,
and you can
it's-
even turn into the demons,
Demon,
some of
yeah.
the bigger demons.
Yeah, that was cool.
I actually played the shit out of the multiplayer in there.
I played the beta.
I played maybe 30 minutes of the single player. I didn't really give it a chance because then I was like, yeah, let me try out the multiplayer, and I played more multiplayer than I did the single player, and I was surprised at how good the multiplayer was, and I was like, wow, this is actually pretty fun.
I didn't like the multiplayer either.
You just don't like Doom.
No, I didn't like the gameplay. I remember going and doing the glory kills or whatever they're called.
Yeah, the redetermined
I literally
ones.
did the same fucking one for like 30 monsters. I'm
Yeah.
like, what the fuck?
You
You're not supposed to
come in
keep doing
different-
it. You
I
gotta,
did.
You gotta
I
fix
did.
it up, and you'll.
It looked exactly
if
the
you keep
same
trying
to
to
me.
do it later in the game, you will die. You have to stay on the move. You have to try to jump up on top of platforms, get new weapons, shoot it at people, because you'll have these big creatures
Yeah,
chasing
you don't have to do it every time.
Right. But I mean, even so, it just made it feel really like it got old really quick to me.
Yeah.
And so it wasn't for me. It wasn't for me. And I am really glad you guys found something about it you liked, though.
I love that.
I feel like
damn
you
game.
I mean,
Yeah.
loved.
Love that game.
Wait, what?
I don't feel like you mean that.
There was.
You're not happy that I like
sincerity.
the game. You wish
I'm
I
happy. I swear.
Just messing.
I swear.
Anyway.
You don't like anything anymore. I don't know who you
It's not
become.
true.
Pretty days I can be playing video games. It's just like, yeah.
This was
I don't like video
all
games
just a
anymore.
conversation about how excited I am for Wolfenstein
Wolfenstein.
2.
This is what happens to us. We just.
Well, are you interested in Wolfenstein 2? I mean, does it to you guys? Does it
I gotta
look
play
good?
through the first one first.
Well, you can watch
The
my
second-
playthrough. Shameful plug-in.
I've been watching yours, and I am actually, like I said, I'm gonna give this first one a try just to play it out. But the second one, I'll probably finish watching all yours, and then
Yeah, I'm trying to pump them out.
Yeah.
This next episode has Booby in it.
That's the one I've been waiting
No,
for.
no, it's not. You don't know who. Booby
Oh wait,
is.
never mind. It's not boobies. It's booby. It's
Oh,
booby.
damn it.
Damn it.
B-U-B-I.
I thought it was
I
like
do
a-
not like that
He
guy.
was telling me there was boobies in it.
There
I was
is-
really,
there
I was
is
actually pretty excited about it.
Also in this episode, boobies.
Yes. So it is the episode I'm waiting for.
They're quick. Yes, it is. They're quick though.
Can I pause the game?
No.
Damn it.
You can pause the video.
I'm gonna record.
You can't pause the game.
Anyway, getting away from booby.
Yeah, anyway, no. Seriously, it's like side boob. So it's not.
Dude, side boob is the
It's
best.
not too crazy. It's good. It's good boob.
Guys, Jesus Christ.
He's over here like I can't believe we're talking about side boob.
Guys, leave in the comments which boob is best. Under boob, side boob, frontal boob. Okay.
Or just boobs.
Or just right boobs.
Just boobs. Just boobs.
Just boobs.
Just boobs. Not booby, because fuck that guy.
Nobody likes booby.
You will see booby and you will hate him. This sounds so
Because
weird.
it's a man boob, that's why.
Oh, booby.
Well, he's sitting next to the evil one of the evil people in the game, and she's like, "Ooh, yeah, booby," and it's like, and he's looking at you the whole time she's talking to him, and he's like, with this stupid fucking face, you just want to reach over and hit him repeatedly. Stop looking, dude. It's so weird.
I'm
You'll
gonna
hate
do
him.
count how many times you guys.
I am
see
so
me
glad the
or-
Nazis
Let's do booby count on the side.
Do two boobies.
Just make sure they're in the center of the screen together.
Yep. You got B-U-B-I and then boobs. Booby boobs.
Boobs.
Anyway.
Anyway, yeah.
So do we have anything else to
Nope.
talk about? That it?
I think that's
I
it.
think we're all drained on games. I think we got everything out we needed to get
I
out.
said booby enough.
All right. So that will
That's
do
it,
it
would be enough.
for this iteration
Iteration.
of the Sincast. Again, I have been your host, Josh.
Nick.
Alish.
And JR.
This is the Sincast signing off.
Bye.
Bye. See you later,
Goodbye,
guys.
Planet Earth.
Bye.